Ladies and gentlemen, students, dreamers, and fighters, listen to me closely. There is nothing special about being average. Average doesn't get remembered. Average doesn't break records. Average doesn't change the world. You were not born to settle. You were born to rise. But here's the truth. The path to greatness will demand more of you than comfort ever could. When others quit at good enough, you push for excellence. When others say, "This is fine," you ask, "How can I make it legendary?" When others are satisfied with a passing grade, you demand mastery. The difference between average and great isn't talent, it's hunger. It's the fire inside you that refuses to accept less than what you're capable of. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest. But you must be relentless. You must carry yourself like your destiny is waiting for you. Every time you wake up, remember this. The world is full of people who will settle. But you're not one of them, because average is crowded. Excellence is lonely, and greatness belongs to those who dare. So today, right now, make the decision. Don't settle for average. Push for more. Live for more. Be more. Your future deserves nothing less. Average is forgettable. No one stops to celebrate the person who only did enough to pass. No one builds statues for the ones who played it safe. History doesn't record the people who stayed in the background, blending in with the crowd. When you live average, you disappear into the noise. You become another face, another name easily replaced, easily forgotten. Average doesn't inspire. Average doesn't move hearts. Average doesn't change the game. If you settle for average, you surrender the chance to be remembered, to leave a mark, to prove that your life meant something greater. Excellence requires discomfort. Growth never happens in the safety of what you already know. It begins the moment you step outside the walls of comfort. Comfort is easy. It feels good, but it keeps you in the same place. Discomfort is where the stretching happens. It's where muscles tear so they can rebuild stronger. It's where the mind struggles so it can expand further. Every great achievement is born in the fire of challenge. Every breakthrough comes after the pain of persistence. If you want excellence, you must be willing to embrace the discomfort that shapes greatness. Don't stop at good enough. Good enough is the ceiling for most people, but it should only be your starting point. Good enough might get you through, but it will never set you apart. Mastery is born when you push past average results. Impact comes when you refuse to settle for what is convenient. Every extra hour, every extra effort, builds the edge that separates leaders from followers. Greatness is not about doing what's required, it's about doing what's beyond. Keep striving until your work speaks louder than your words. Keep striving until your presence leaves a lasting mark. Greatness comes from hunger, not talent. Talent can give you a head start, but hunger keeps you running when the road gets long. Natural ability might open doors, but desire is what keeps you inside the room. Hunger is the fire that pushes you to practice when others rest. It's the voice that tells you to get back up after failure. Talent without drive fades into nothing. But hunger turns ordinary people into legends. Desire refuses to quit, refuses to stop, refuses to settle. Greatness belongs to those who want it more than anyone else. That hunger wins. Refuse mediocrity. Don't lower yourself to match the comfort of the crowd. Raise your standards so high that average feels unacceptable. Mediocrity is safe, but it is also empty. It gives you just enough to exist, but never enough to feel alive. The crowd will tell you that this is enough, but deep down, you know you were built for more. Excellence begins the moment you demand more from yourself than the world demands from you. Refusing mediocrity means walking a harder path, but it's the only path that leads to greatness. Choose higher standards. Relentlessness beats intelligence. You don't have to be the smartest in the room to win. What matters is the strength to keep going when others stop. Persistence outlasts brilliance. It carries you through the nights of failure and the mornings of doubt. Many people with talent quit when it gets hard, but the relentless keep showing up again and again. They push past rejection, past setbacks, past exhaustion. Intelligence can open doors, but persistence walks through every one of them. When others give up, relentlessness becomes the greatest advantage. That unshakable drive is what builds champions. Average is crowded. Most people choose the easy path, the one that demands the least from them. They settle for comfort, for safety, for just enough. That is why the middle is always full, always noisy, always packed. But the top is wide open. Few are willing to climb that high. Few are willing to sacrifice, to endure, to keep going when it hurts. Rising above the average is what sets you apart. It's what makes your voice heard in a world full of echoes. When you refuse to settle, you create your own space. Excellence demands consistency. It's not built in one moment of greatness, but in countless moments of discipline. Small actions repeated every day create the foundation of success. One workout won't transform you, but daily effort will. One study session won't make you a master, but steady practice will. Consistency is the bridge between intention and achievement. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's doing the little things so well that they turn into big results. Excellence is not an act, it is a habit. And habits done daily shape destiny. Greatness is lonely. Few have the courage to chase it because the path is steep and unforgiving. Most people turn back when the climb gets hard. Most people choose the crowd, the comfort, the safety of average. But those who dare to keep going, those who embrace the isolation, find something rare. They discover a strength that only comes from walking alone. They find clarity, vision, and purpose where others only see struggle. And when they reach the top, they don't just stand there for themselves. They shine a light that inspires generations to rise higher. Decide today, not tomorrow. The longer you wait, the more excuses pile up. Success doesn't come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who make a choice and act on it immediately. Deciding to never settle is the first step toward extraordinary results. It's a promise to yourself that average will no longer be enough. It's the moment you take control of your destiny. Every great achievement starts with a single decision. Choose action over delay, courage over comfort, and determination over doubt. Decide today and watch your life begin to transform. Now, take everything you've heard and let it ignite something inside you. Let it push you past fear, past doubt, past the limits you've placed on yourself. Remember, the world doesn't reward those who wait, it rewards those who act, those who refuse to settle, those who rise above average and fight for greatness every single day. So stand tall, work hard, and chase your potential relentlessly. Your future is waiting, and it belongs to the ones who refuse to be average. Make today the day you start leaving your mark.